MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. Frederick Webb gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Standing in, Pete Armstrong, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for the Cubs. The center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off.
First pitch, 136.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. So it's a solo home run here, leading off the ball game. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup, and he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
At the plate now, Freddie Santiago. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
At the plate, J.C. Embry. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Hit hard, but foul. Santiago gets his lead at first, nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Roll. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
No touchdown.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Here now the 2-2. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Berg has got it, and the side is retired. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Standing in, Ted Tyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Former Pirate, the right fielder, Ted Tyson.
Here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
To the plate now, Kevin Brewster, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out towards shallow right. Sosa in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Alexi Ortega.
In now, Alexi Ortega. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Bauer gets the sign. 1-1 pitch on its way. Outside, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Full count now, 3-2. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Brennan.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Brennan Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. 1 inning in the books here. The Cubs are on top, 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey. Nope,
now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
And now a pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short, reined in, and that's the second out.
Batting seven, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
At the plate, Sammy Sosa. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. And now a pitch on the way. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
The count is 1-2.
Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And this guy's a grinder, fouls off good pitches, and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Cubs are down in order, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Antonio Ruiz. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three and one.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Fastball in there. 3-2.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all four quadrants.
The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he takes ball four. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Digging in, Robbie Waite. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Stretch. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 0-1 on its way.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he struck him out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, John Clark, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Looking at his career totals, Clark brings the batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Hard hit to first. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the Pirates nothing. Stepping up now, Nicholas Horner. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Ortega in foul ground, and no one will track it down. tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. One and two, here it comes. And it's fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Brewster is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Striding in, Trevor Bauer. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A cold strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
1-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Just hung in there on that one. Here's another 1-2.
Nope, that's inside.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Coming to the plate now, Pete Armstrong. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
1-0.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Kind of a surprise not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
With one swing of the bat, he puts himself in the 2020 club. I'm not going to hate on it. Not my style. But a lot of guys are hitting 20 bombs in the game today. What impresses me the most, when he gets on the base paths, he changes the entire game.
Stepping in now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Here's the pitch.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Two out, nobody on. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Ruiz is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Chicago.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had their issues on offense. At the start of the day, they ranked towards the bottom of the league in both on-base percentage and runs scored. As one player put it, it's been a frustrating year because we feel we have a lot more ability than we're putting out right now. Another hitter told me they're working every day on having more disciplined at-bats, hoping that leads to better counts to hit in. We'll wait and see if the adjustments lead to results as the season progresses, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
The third baseman, Matthew Bird.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And he fouls this one off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. So a full count now.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Digging in now, Frederick Webb, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and this is taken in for the second out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Stepping in, Ted Tyson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bauer into his motion. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
1-0. He's in there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and two.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
The 2-2. Hard hit at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, J.C. Embry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And now a pitch on the way.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And a good cut there, but it's chopped foul at the plate, and it's full now, 3-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Two runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Buckner is, of course, a switch hitter, and he uses that to his advantage. He's one of the few truly elite hitters in baseball, and that's true no matter which batter's box he stands in. The count now at 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at bat. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Riding in once again, Jimmy Grimes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but a foul ball. 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses. 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
The left fielder, number 24.
Now in the box, Sito Suzuki. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Sammy Sosa, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. The 1-1 home. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Fielded cleanly on to 1st, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Riding into the box, Kevin Brewster. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. This is foul right side. The 1-2. And another foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Popped high in the air. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ortega.
So digging in now, Alexi Ortega. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. So the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes. And there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
So now to the plate, Brennan Davis, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Bauer sets his sights. Here it comes. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail things here 2-0. Mondo Hayden is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 34, Rolando.
Ready now, Nicholas Horner.
Lead off the top. Nicholas Horner.
First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Around first, digging for 2. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Davis has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
So in now for Chicago, Pete Armstrong, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Fouled off. 1 out and a runner on second base. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runner at second here with one man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Ready once again, Freddie Santiago. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Tyson is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, J.C. Embry. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he fouls this one off. To third. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Antonio Ruiz. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now here's the pitch. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Pirates right now would do anything to get that leadoff guy on. They would welcome a walk.
3-1.
Down to 3-1.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
At the plate, Robbie Waite, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
The runner at first with no outs here. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that's over. 3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Ready for another chance? John Clark, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Fouled off. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-1 home. He swung on and missed.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. That gets down, and the Buccos' first hit of the game is good for extra bases. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Nero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with 1 swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. 2-0 now.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped up. Grimes is there. He's got it one away.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
Lester Bowen will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. 0-1, here's the pitch. Fouled away.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Ted Tyson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2, the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball knocked down at home plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Here's the payoff pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Armstrong is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Brian Rodriguez is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Brian Rodriguez.
Digging in once again, Ryan Buckner.
The first baseman, Brian Buckner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Rodriguez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. A ball and 2 strikes.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. And that'll get down for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
At the plate now, Jimmy Grimes. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Into the box now, Sito Suzuki. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Step on the bag for 1. Over to second, a double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and none left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Pirates nothing. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Brewster will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now. And the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Armstrong patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping up to the plate, Alexi Ortega. Here comes the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, oh, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Brennan Davis stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Runners on first with one down. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. J.J. Dotson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 5, J.J. Dotson.
Settling in now, Sammy Sosa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Dotson has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Up top, it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The 3-1.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Nicholas Corner. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. And this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Trevor Bauer. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. He's set and the pitch.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. Barehanded at his knees. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Pete Armstrong will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Jay Roberts will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Antonio Ruiz.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Embry is calling for it. One away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So stepping in, Robbie Waite. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
At the plate, John Clark, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. Johnny Wickert takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Matthew Berg will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Off the plate, ball 1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around it is there if they want to go that route.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. As a look, now the pitch.
2-2 the count.
Forkball, tough pitch to take there, but indeed it's 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it here 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Warren Imro will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Damian Miller will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. At the plate, Freddie Santiago. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And now pitch on the way.
1-0.
Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Now the 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
3 balls, 1
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. The 1-1. is a fastball down below the knees.
Count for 2-1.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 22.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner, he singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land out there just foul. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Breaking ball called just a bit low. The 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now batting, Damian Miller, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
To short. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ted Tyson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Kevin Brewster waits on deck. 3-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
And the count will be full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Kevin Brewster. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he offers it the 2-0 forkball here, and it's 2-1. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Here now the 2-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a throw over, and the runner back in standing. Another try at 2-2. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Alexi Ortega. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the stretch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Chopped at third. Tough to get to. He's right there. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Pirates leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jonathan Armas enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next to hit is the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The left fielder, number 24.
Stepping in, Sito Suzuki. Now the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Davis is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 21. Sammy Sosa.
Stepping into the box, Sammy Sosa. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's ball 3.
3-1.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
He loses him on ball 4.
bat, number 2, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Nicholas Corner, man at first after the 2-out walk. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two out here and a runner at second. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Cubs strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Thomas Nicholas comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 8th spot, number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Up next for the Buccos, Brennan Davis. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. First delivery to him on the way.
It's back ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Drives it out to deep right center field. Center fielder on the run. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 28, Antonio Ruiz.
Into the box now, Antonio Ruiz. First pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1 out, nobody on. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. Ball 1, well below the zone. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2. Fouled away. misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Now at the plate, Robbie Waite, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home.
Hey! Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-1 home.
Ball.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
A 2-0 finish today. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Trevor Bauer earns a league-high 18th win, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Frederick Webb was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Thomas Nicholas hammers down the save, his 39th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.